everyone, and welcome aboard this DC-3. We just completed our trip up to Norman Wells and now we are returning back to Yellowknife. As you can see, the weather is pretty stormy, pretty snowy, bad visibility, so please join me on the flight deck for this approach into Yellowknife. Alright, let me just bring up the EFB here for a second and let me show you where we are. So we just completed our downwind leg of our 3-4. Unfortunately, the ILS is unserviceable today for our 3-4, so we have to shoot an old-style NDB approach. As you can see, we are already homing into the Yellowknife NDB. As soon as we cross the NDB, we should be around 1,500 feet. From there on, we will try to track course of about 3/4 degrees, which will bring us right to runway 34. As we are now turning overhead the NDB, you can already see the first approach lights at the horizon. So now we can start to slow down the aircraft, extend the landing gear, and try to establish ourselves as good as possible onto the approach runway 34. As I said, we have some strong winds from the north. There were about 20 knots, gusting 30 today. So we will experience some turbulence as we get lower to the ground. We'll keep that in mind. So we will not fully extend the flaps today due to the strong winds. Once we get lower to around 1,000 feet, we will extend the flaps to about 3/4 today, which is totally fine during these windy conditions. Okay, so we have the runway inside, more or less. We have to keep in mind, due to the passing snow showers, we might lose visible contact with the runway again. So we try to be as focused as we can. Try to keep the speed a little lower than 100 miles per hour. We can increase the flaps. So as I said before, we go to 3/4 today under these stormy conditions. We don't extend them to full, to keep the maneuverability of the aircraft. And as I said before, as we get lower now, we can experience some increase in turbulence that's caused by the objects on the ground. So like the edges of the forest and the trees here, they're causing some turbulence that we can experience right now. So we just try to keep the speed and keep the aircraft as stable as possible on the final approach. As we approach the threshold now, we can slowly start to decrease the throttles. And then we try to flare it as smoothly as possible to keep the aircraft from bouncing. Trying to stay on the center line here. It's pretty tricky with these old aircraft. Just like that, we made it down onto runway 34 Yellowknife.